Hi, it's Sue from Stamping Sue in Connecticut.blogspot.com. Today we're going to do a background technique with gelatos. I've had these gelatos in my stash for ages, so it's time to use them up. It's a fun technique that gives a lot of shine to your card. I hope you can see this. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use big background stamp. This is from Unity Stamp. We're going to set it down here. We're going to do old school embossing. We're going to use embossing ink, but you can use Versamark, or if you have that, any clear embossing ink would work. So we're gonna put a piece of fuzz on there. There. Just gonna ink it up well. I'm gonna take a gray cardstock for this one. I'm gonna lay it right onto the stamp that's inked. Bring the scrap paper over. Give it a good press all the way around. I find I get a good impression doing it this way, but if you have a stamping platform and you feel more comfortable with that, go for it. And there we have it. Now, as you can see, there are some spots that aren't inked, but that's because this is a distressed background, and it's made that way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some clear embossing powder, put it all over the card, like so. Give it a little tap to get off the excess. Move the embossing powder out of the way. And I usually like to there's not enough there to save, so I'm just going to dump it into the garbage. And then what you do is you take your heat gun, heat it up, and just heat away. But I'm not going to make you watch that because I'm sure you know how to do it. Here's what I have almost done. So I'll just finish it. There we go. Once it starts melting, you can see it change. Like so. And now the powder is all melted. Let that cool, but I have one over here that's already cooled. So we're going to put that down. We're going to take the silver gelato and we're just going to rub it all over the card. Like so. Now I made this card a little big. So when I make it into a card itself, what I would do is just cut the card down. And I'll show you some more when we're done. So you want to really put a lot of this gelato on there. You see all that? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take paper towel and we're going to rub it off. So everything we put on now, we're just going to rub away. Keep moving the towel around to get a clean spot. Just keep moving around. Move the card. You want to get off all that excess. You're rubbing it off the back of the card and off of the embossed areas. very creamy, as you can see on my hands. But I have a wet cloth here that I'll just wipe my fingers off. And you just keep going until you get all that excess off. It's going to take a minute or two. Like I said, keep moving the towel around so you have a clean spot. Change hands when your hand gets tired. And that's about it. So then here we go. That's the finished card, and you see all that shine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the card to a well-ventilated area or outside. Usually what I do is I take it outside and I spray it with this fixative. Then once the fixative is dry, you let that dry for a couple minutes. Then what you can do is you can cut down the card with your cutter, or you can use die cuts. And then you get all of these finished cards. And I'll show you the result of some of these cards. Okay, we'll move this out of the way. That's the one we just did. These are some other ones I did, and I'll show you the results. This is a metallic green card. I used the green gelato, and this is how this one came out. Isn't that beautiful? This one is, believe it or not, on a moss color card, and this is how that comes out using the same green gelato. This one is on a dark green card, but using the gold gelato over the top. Here's another one with a mustard colored card. Right here. And that again, I use the gold gelato. And then this one is done on a dark blue card with the blue gelato. You really have to see them in person. They really have lots of shine. These cards still have to be finished up. They need an image on them, like this one has a saying. And this one says love, happiness, love, and joy. I got another one over here. It's done with the same background. And I put a little owl on it. These are all Unity stamps. And this one's done on a plum cardstock with the purple gelato. And then this last one here is done with this big background stamp. And again, it's on a dark green with the green gelato. So this one doesn't have as much image on it, but it works just as well. So I have all these cards done, and all these ones back here that just need an image or a saying on them to finish them up. So what do you think of this technique, this background using the creamy gelatos? I want to thank you for watching. This is Stamping Sue in Connecticut.blogspot.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you again next time.